Yeah, that's good. All right, so well, we just decided to watch an episode of Lethal Weapon.
Which I had to get a little bit of context, just barely the context.
Yeah,
Barely.
I don't think you've seen any of the movies.
I might have. Well, Jet Li one to see. I think the first one.
The Jet Li's one.
Jet Li one.
There's only one Jet Li one, and that's the worst
No, there's
one.
an.
That's the worst one. Unless there's another one that I don't know about. Is there one that I don't know about? There's only four.
I don't know.
All right, so
I watched the first one probably.
probably I watched all of them like all in a row, and they kind of went into declining quality. Like I like the first one the best, and then the second one it just went into declining quality to the point where it's not even really the same movie. Yeah, it's like walking downstairs. It's just slowly declining quality. So she was playing the South Park game, the Fractured Black Hole, and I was just like, okay, well I saw while she's playing, and I see like I'm just gonna go on like Rogers on the Man and watch something, and I was gonna watch We Bare Bears just to kill time, and then with
the weapon. That's why you didn't tell me. I was like, wait. What?
I'm like, I heard about what happened with the first two seasons. Like,
so you've never watched the actual show before?
I never watched the actual show. I know what happened. I don't know what the plots are, but I seen pieces of it on the commercial. So, what happened? Like, in the first two seasons, it was always Riggs and Murtaugh. Murtaugh played by David Wayans, and Riggs, I don't know who was played by, but near the end of season 2, the hostility went on in the production. So
time to say goodbye, bitch.
yeah, so the actor I think was fired, and then spoiler alert on season 2 if you haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, but we haven't seen it. Neither of us seen it. But
shut up.
But the third season premiere starts off with a recap of the second season and what happened. And apparently, Murtaugh or Riggs gets shot to death.
You make it seem like it's like a whole slurry. It's like no, it was just
he was shot.
Like one big, like fucking shot.
Yeah, one shot right.
Like arc reactor. Shot,
yeah. So it's pretty obvious that he can't survive that unless they were doing Lethal Weapon 2.
Nope, it's a dream.
Like no, like Lethal Weapon 2. It's near the end. Riggs, which is Mel Gibson's character, gets shot so many times he almost dies.
No,
like
dead man.
No, I think originally Mel Gibson's character was supposed to die in that movie, and that was it. But it's like, oh, we need another sequel. Like, okay, we're just gonna have to make him survive.
Oh, the hell you gonna survive that?
Yeah.
But in the show, you get the moment of just man dead.
Yeah, he's
man dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Like, even in the you don't even get to see his face in the third season premiere. Like after the cold open with Sean William Scott's character, we will get to it cuts to the hospital with David Wayne's character. It's like, make sure you get him the best medical help he gets. But you don't see the man's face because, he was fired before season 3.
I'm just imagining those shots where they have to film the fact that he's dying or dead. They're all just like, oh, I just feel sad. Everybody else after the shot.
Yeah, because he was a bit of an asshole. I mean, there was an incident. Yeah. There was an incident that happened, and he got more and more out of control. I was like, okay, we gotta cut you loose. And Damon Wayans, the guy who plays Murtaugh in this, said he doesn't want to work with him again, apparently. So yeah, he was replaced with Sean William Scott, who.
Is he from the movie? He's totally new.
He's totally new. I think he's a new character because this one was always supposed to be about Riggs and Murtaugh, and if you replace another actor playing the same character, it's gonna be like, what are you doing?
What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's
here.
Not like Will Smith's aunt in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where the actress either left or got fired, and it was replaced with another actress. But it's like, oh, whatever. It's mostly because Will Smith's show. It's Will Smith's show, so as long as Will Smith's there, nobody's really gonna care. Unless it's Carlton or Uncle Phil, people are gonna notice that. But the aunt is like, no. I barely noticed that.
The recast?
Yeah, I barely noticed the recast. I barely noticed, so that's something. So the show like we never saw the first 2 seasons, so we just watched this on a whim. So Sean William Scott is, I think, CIA. I think
The
at
new
the beginning.
character, right?
Yeah, the new character. I think
Yeah,
CSI.
he's former CIA that went through like a war zone and then
Like he dropped the kid off home, I think, and
yeah,
then
it got bad and unfortunately like he wasn't want like he had to go off fight and unfortunately the kid
died because
he left him alone,
yeah, but
you can't really do anything about that.
yeah, so he tried his best. Like he shot a lot of people. He shot a lot of guys, and then when he got to the kid's already dying. Like the kid is standing up, and then he just drops, and then it's like I can't breathe. I can't. It's like hold on, we're gonna make it. And then it's like call out the airstrike, and then the moment he gets out, the airstrike happens, and it just blows up this house, and it cuts to 6 months. Like it cuts to
6 months, I think. It later because Murtaugh too. They mentioned 6 months.
Yeah, but that's after the death.
Oh.
So it's like cut to the hospital. It's like get my partner the best medical help I get. He can,
yes,
and then it's like we're sorry, and then it's like oh god, and so yeah, so eventually like it turns out like 6 months later, his family's like okay, it's been 6 months, could you at least get out of your funk? And it's like
he's grieving. The kids were a little insensitive, but they're teenagers. They're like,
it's like when is Dad gonna get out of the house?
He's just like, well, first off,
it's like when is he gonna get out of the house? Like it's creepy. I can't bring my friends.
Creepy.
I can't bring my friends over. I can't bring my friends over. And so his wife's like, okay, just come on. Like it's like he just needs some time, and he comes in drinking milk out of a carton, so you know he's
not he's in a funk that's not left.
Yeah, so what is he doing? Like he's like fix yourself up, and like what is he like? He's wearing baggier clothes.
Yeah, like you could tell he doesn't care. Like this baggy clothes is one thing if he lost weight or something, but man, you could tell just by the way he was just walking and talking, he just didn't care, and that's creepy. That's one of those things where it's like you can't really disregard that. And for the first while, like half the show, yeah, it's like he has to act. It's his job to seem like he's breathing. And I'm like, you did a good enough job. Good job.
That's fine. Like I mean, from what I saw so far, Damon Wayans is fine, but some of the jokes fell flat all throughout this episode. Yeah, so. And then after that, we cut to Sean William Scott's character as a meter person. Meter person. It's 2018. meter person. that was a joke. That was a joke in the show, and I'm like, okay, this has to get a little bit better. This is like, okay.
What can you come out of that?
I don't know, but it's like, okay, we're just gonna demote you because you have suffered from PTSD, which later on. I mean, he got but he got suspended after what happened.
Yeah.
So while he's doing being a meter maid, and what was it like? A woman and her daughter. A woman and her daughter. A woman and her daughter.
His ex-wife, I'm assuming.
No. Like before that, like a woman and her daughter. I mean, dog. Sorry.
Oh.
A woman and her dog are walking,
and
then like the dog takes a crap, and he's like, hey, you have to pick up that crap, and she's like, oh, I don't have a bag. Can I go? It's like what?
I would have been like.
And then thankfully, like a guy who he's like ticketing is like, all right, give me your scone bag so I can pick up this crap. It's like, no, you don't pick it up. She picks it up with the scone bag.
I was like, look, we don't got time for this.
But it doesn't. And he's about to argue with both of them, but
they're like, bitch, here.
But then the bad guys show up.
Yeah.
In a car, and he's like, okay, bad guy show up in a car, and he's immediately suspicious. But then again, he pulls out a gun in broad daylight in the car, and then they drive away. He's like, well, that's not suspicious.
Like I should probably go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. So Stifler or Sean William Scott gives the bag of crap to the guy, and then the ticket to the woman is like, we should just trade. I'm like, what?
I would have been. It's funny because like when they left, they actually switched it. They're like,
yeah, they
we'll
switched
take the
it.
event.
It's like, gosh. And so like he's followed the bad guys up to the roof and he's like, hey, what are you doing? Oh, let's like they have this gym bag which has a weapon in it, I think.
Yeah,
And,
no, it was a map. It was a map. That's what they stole.
Oh, it was a map.
Yeah, it was the rolled up thing.
And and then
map.
like he's like, oh, what's this gym bag? And I honestly at first thought it was gonna be weapons, like illegal weapons, because he has a gun, so it has to be. I thought it was illegal.
It's a bazooka.
It's a bazooka. So and it fits in that tiny bag.
Yes. That's my answer. It's an anime, right? It's an anime, not real life.
Well, it's kind of a cartoon. If you've seen the fourth movie, it's kind of a cartoon. When you have Joe Pesci and Chris Rock. Chris Tucker. Oh, that would be even worse. If they did a Lethal Weapon 5 with Chris Tucker, but then again, Chris Tucker couldn't have done it because Lethal Weapon 4 came out in '98, the same year Rush Hour was.
Oh, yeah.
So he couldn't have done it. But I wouldn't put it past them. Because Lethal Weapon 5, everybody, and then Chris Tucker, it would have been annoying. But Lethal Weapon 4 is pretty much a cartoon at that point. And it's like kind of a shell of its former self, in my opinion. Like,
do you think like the show is a lot like more serious, like it is the tone of like the original?
Not the first, maybe the first. I think it's in between. Like, it's serious, but it's more along the lines of TV drama series, like TV drama action, like what you see on CSI and like NCIS, and it's like very the color scheme is very kind of CSI Miami mixed in with NCIS.
Yeah, it's very somewhere in the middle of that. It's like it's not totally what do you call it? Very yellow, and it's not completely like. But it's like it's in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So it's like After that first episode, I was like, well, definitely can't have public transportation. I'm like,
So because they can't get cars because every time they get into a car, they're gonna destroy it.
That and real life LA.
Real life LA doesn't. Is real life LA have that traffic that empty sometimes?
No, it's not true. If anything, from what I heard, it's the exact opposite.
It's full. It's constantly full. You can't have a car chase in LA like they have. Like, okay, so
it's too empty.
Yeah, it's too empty. Like, so like a guy shows up with the bad guys and starts shooting, and then the car actually gets driven off the road. I mean, driven off a roof. Yeah, the truck gets driven off the roof.
They both jumped. They were like, what did you...
No. I meant before then. Like, while Damon Wayans is like, I'm trying to find this car, and this is the one where...
and it just went down, right?
Yeah, it's like, what is gonna do? Like, the car gonna fall right into my lap, and I actually did calculate. It's like 3, 2, 1, and then the car falls off, and I'm like, well, that's good writing. The good news is, I found the car.
She's like, seriously?
I'm like, oh god. It would have been funnier.
Life would be that convenient.
It would have been funnier if the car went on him. It's like that is exactly.
But there's no show.
That's what he could be gravely injured. It's a cartoon at this point.
It's a cartoon.
It's a show based off of a movie series that went from dark to cartoony in 4 movies. So I'm pretty sure he could survive that. I'm pretty sure he can survive. He has plot armor. He's one of the main characters. It's the first episode of the 3rd season.
But it's 2018. Everybody has a chance to die now.
No. That's 2016. Everybody has a chance to die then.
2018 is like now. We're gonna put
2018, the sequel to 2016. What's 2017? I don't know.
I thought we were trying to ignore what happened in 2016. That was too much.
Oh yeah, 2016.
That was too much.
Yeah, it was too much. So the car was found, and then Sean William Scott's character gets commandeers a water tank truck, and then Damon Wayans is like, I'm commandeering this vehicle. And
I'm commandeering this vehicle.
It's like, oh, well, sorry, but you're homeless. Sorry,
you're
aren't you homeless? He said he's homeless. I'm like, I don't see any of that. I just see him as Damon Wayans. I just see him as Damon Wayans.
He doesn't see what grieving is. He didn't care.
I know, but like
man didn't care. Homeless, you could kind of pull it, kind of.
me, I can totally pull.
I'm talking about characters.
So it's like, okay, so
you're goth trash, apparently.
Look what I'm wearing. Does this look goth? It's a Nirvana shirt. Does it look goth? Ow! So they have this chase again in LA, where LA, like, the traffic in real life LA was probably much fuller than this.
Yeah.
Like, if it was real LA,
I wonder where they shot it actually.
I'm pretty sure, like,
they shut down roads. Well,
or California, or somewhere else.
They were somewhere in Los Angeles, like, in California.
I don't know, but somewhere where it probably yeah, probably somewhere else that's not LA.
Right next to Disneyland.
Right next to Disneyland.
Which they were making any references.
Yeah, dentist, Disneyland, then home.
I mean, good dad.
Yeah.
I would have been like, if I was a kid that age, I'd be like,
yeah, but
you are seriously taking me to Disneyland, right?
You're taking me. No. You're taking me to the dentist first, and because it's going to be very awful, you're going to take me to Disneyland for the next 2 days.
2 days.
2 days. 2 days. I don't care. You haven't been there long. You haven't been there for me a long time. So Disneyland for the next couple of days.
I mean,
then we'll talk about coming home.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Yeah. In my opinion, if for me, it's just like I would not date a serviceman. I'm just
yeah.
If you're the type of person, I was just like, I'm not gonna lie. It's like you can't blame your dad. Your dad went to like.
He has PTSD. He has PTSD, which we'll get to later.
Yeah, like you can't.
Like he's still scarred about the kid's death.
Yeah, he's wearing the watch.
Yes.
And the watch doesn't work.
Yeah, he's like it's a tragic keepsake in a way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they.
That was on the kid, right? The watch.
I think so. I'm not sure.
Or was it with him when like?
I think it's. I don't remember, but I think either way it's connected to the kid.
Yeah, so that was the only thing he has left. And it's like.
Yeah, so there's this chase in L.A., which if it was real life L.A., there would be no chase. It's like, oh, we can walk. We can walk to the guy. You're under arrest, and then the guy pulls out the gun, and then just shoot his hand, then shoot the legs. It's like, well, you're under arrest. Now you're gonna get even worse trouble. Even worse trouble because you pull out a gun on 2 police officers. And I was like, in the middle of the police chase, I'm like, Damon Wayans, why don't you just show him your badge? Just show him your badge.
Well, I don't think the man had a badge on him. I think he just.
Well, if he was
running.
Listen, if Damon Wayans was on if Damon Wayans was on a case, he should have his badge on.
Yeah.
Like no.
Oh yeah, I know.
Real policemen should.
Yeah, but you look at the character and it's like, I don't think he gets the shit right now.
Yeah, even Sean William Scott is like, hey, listen, like, let me see your badge, but this is after they start driving.
Yeah.
And then so they climb out of the car, and both of them climb on the roof. It's like, what are you doing? I'm like, told me to climb on the roof. It's like, well, one of you has to drive.
And it's just like, well, neither of you is driving.
And so the car just, the truck just careens into a fruit stand, which that hasn't died since the 80s, apparently. It's 2016, and that's a cliche from the 80s. Crashing into a police... 2018.
Oh my god!
Sorry, we went
Oh my god!
It's like, oh, thank God. Trump and Hillary. Now, let's see what happens. Wait, who won?
Apparently he's still living.
Everybody's dying in 2016. So it's like, Sean William Scott's character gets suspended because of what happens, and
understandably.
And Damon Wayans' boss is like, maybe you should retire. Just retire. And like, does he look retired? Does he look like he should?
He looks homeless, but not ready.
Yeah, he looks like he's about 10 years into his career.
Although
in the original, it's like
Sean was making fun of like the other characters.
Damon Wayans' character.
Damon Wayans' character. I was like, aren't you like 80? It's like
he actually looks young. He looks younger than the original actor. Danny Glover always says, I'm too old for this shit and I'm about to retire, because he looks like he should retire. Because he has the graying mustache, the graying hair, and he looks great, but he looks like he's in his 50s.
He's about to go.
He's about to retire. Damon Wayans does not look like he's about to retire. In fact, he looks like he actually looks seasoned, but it's like. But again, 10 or at least.
I'm surprised they're asking him to retire. It's like,
It's like
Man doesn't look like he's about to retire.
he looks fine. He looks fine. He can run.
He's like grieving, but not,
Yeah, he's grieving, but he's slowly getting over it because he's getting back out there. It's like, look, if you want him to retire, that's fine. Just give him at a later date. He can actually do some of the things. He actually got on a roof and ended up falling into a fruit stand.
And
so it's fine. And the man's fine, and they're fine. Not a a couple of bruises, but
on the fruit, not necessarily that.
No, they had a couple of bruises on their bodies, but whatever. And so Sean William Scott's character has a daughter, and he comes in a little late, and he's kind of messing her up. He's like, sorry, and it's like, well, I can't blame him because the sun is peering into it, so it's like, okay.
He was
a bit disruptive, but it's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then because of that, she's disrupted, and it's like, come on. If you're auditioning and you're practicing, you should not be distracted. Distraction shouldn't get to you and mess you up.
If you're she's also 12 and attention spans aren't so fully developed. So.
Yeah, but I used to play piano, and my concentration is like that.
A laser beam?
Like a laser beam.
Well, not everybody's like that. That would be mean.
A laser beam. A laser. Yeah. So
hello.
Yeah. So it's
me.
Yeah. So So his daughter is pissed because what? Why did you come here? It's you embarrassed me, and I failed the audition. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna talk to your teacher. He's like, hey,
What?
No, because he goes up to her teacher's like, hey, you have any parking tickets? I know a guy. I'm like, you're using that's pretty.
Well, I mean, he loves his daughter.
Yeah, but you shouldn't use the
parking. He's a meter maid. What are you gonna do?
And it's
that's what he got. You gotta use the shit.
You gotta know what to use. So his ex-wife comes. He's like, okay, you're barely there for your daughter. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. Oh, this plot thread. Okay.
I don't know. I realize it would be like that. But it's just but you knew he was working in a war zone.
Okay, we'll get to that.
So mad.
So what happens after?
I think they leave. I think they go back to was it the scene where was it the mayor?
Yeah, the mayor. Oh yeah, the mayor.
Avery? Yeah.
The mayor Avery is talking to David Wayne's wife, and then David Wayne's actually calls the mayor. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I got a crack on the case." And then after a back and forth, "Oh, I can't wait to see you, Mr. Mayor." And then his wife's like, "Okay, when you finish talking to Mr. Mayor, tell him that not to be late for dinner." And he's like, "Oh." Okay. She knows.
And it's just I mean, kinda. You're just
And so, David Wayans goes to a drug dealer.
A drug dealer?
Not drug dealer. The people, he's, at this point, all throughout this episode, he's trying to figure out who shot his partner to death. So that's the main thing. He's mourning, but he wants to
figure out the conspiracy.
He wants to figure out who shot his, partner. So he figures out the car that was at the scene that shot Riggs, and so
it turns out
he goes to a house.
Something about season 2 that kind of correlates. They find the car.
They find the car, and then he
he finds the phone off of. That's the brother, right, or something?
I think so. I'm not sure.
So it got left there. He was about to take phone.
And then the bad guys get to him and it's like, okay, we're just gonna tie you up in the basement and we're probably gonna beat the shit out of you.
Probably.
And then just when he gets beat up, roughed up a bit, punched in the face, and then at the last moment, they were about to destroy his legs, I think.
Yeah, I think.
They were about to really hurt him, and then Sean William Scott's character is like, hey, this used to be my old house. Can we? I just want to check it in for old time's sake.
It's just that's.
And then Stifler beats the crap out of all these people. I'm like, I can't call him Stifler anymore because he's actually a lot more badass than ever. He was in a movie called The Rundown with The Rock, and he was a very funny person, but at the same time, like he can hold his own. This one he could really hold his own. But the lines that he's given is like TV drama based, like cliche TV drama based. Like he has a daughter that he doesn't see. His ex-wife is kind of upset with him. Like he's in a war and he has a PTSD. Again, we'll get to.
Right.
And so like John William Scott is beating the crap out of everybody, and then like Damon Wayans is calling out for him, and it's like, oh my god, the house is gonna blow because
the
of
bouse?
I said the house.
I heard the bouse.
Yes, the bouse, the boss. That's how you say boss. The bouse.
Yeah.
So the house is about to blow up because
the gas went off. Yeah, no, it was out in the open.
Yeah, but who was apparently there was like electric.
Yeah, because it'll set it off. Because it's the gas that was connected to the stove.
Yeah, but who was who was using the stove?
No, it was flickering on. So it was like it was like during the flight, the thing came off and then it started to flicker. That's what activated the thing.
Oh, okay.
God damn it! Pay attention, man. I was paying attention to this.
And so the house blows up.
Yeah.
And so does the car next to it.
I like how it's just like, wait.
Well, hey, look.
It was a little delayed too. I was like,
listen, just.
And then the little car.
It's amazing because just when they leave, they don't even like fly. They just drop to the ground. It's like, oh, we got out of there, and then the house blows, and they're like, instead of just flying, it's like, and they get a few scratches.
Yeah, and we're all sitting here like.
Do you understand? You need chaos. Everybody, you need chaos. And I'm like, oh god, the chaos thing.
Yeah, like, I mean.
Okay, we'll get to that. Yeah, but okay, we'll get to
characters like that.
So they both get patched up.
Yeah, so Sean's character gets patched by the ex-wife.
Yeah.
But she's by the looks of it like a medical doctor of sorts.
Yeah.
And then the other character gets
No, we have to go to the Sean William Scott's character because of PTSD.
Yeah.
Because like
before we get to the other character.
Yeah, but because it's like she's like, alright, listen. Look, I can't be there. You always not there for your daughter, but what happened with the kid?
Oh, she knew? No, she said she didn't know. Like,
yeah, why didn't you tell her before? Like, she would have understood, and she's like, what did she say? She's like, I forgot.
She knew he was in pain, but it's just like, this isn't going to be the thing that'll cure you either.
It's like,
partly.
It's like nothing will. I'm like, what about,
being understanding?
No, support groups. They have support groups for this, right?
No, for veterans and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he has PTSD. He saw a kid die.
He didn't even tell his wife. That must have been. Well, he didn't want her to.
Yeah, then support group. Don't go to straight to being a meter maid. Just go to a support.
Meter maid. That's suspended. Shit.
You can have that job, but at the same time, you have to go to a support group and like talk about it. Like talk about what happened. And then you can tell your wife, like, I've been to a support group.
Yeah, but we need attention. We need attention in this.
Yeah,
in this story.
Yeah, but
that's
still, PTSD. You need to like go. You need to go.
You need to go.
Talk
you need to go.
Talk to
you need to leave. Right now. It's like what?
Talk to a therapist at least.
Therapist.
So like Damon Wayans' character, what were you saying about him?
So since like the first character who when he was getting patched up was a medical doctor who deals with the living. He goes to a fucking morgue. So the guy that's patched up.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Even the morgue guy's like, look, I'm so used to doing this to dead people.
Like, why are you here?
I know. I'm pretty sure if it's a police department, they work.
Else will...
Yeah, you could at least go to the hospital. Like they go to separate places.
I don't know. Nobody saw it. He didn't think about, you want to come with me and go to like a medical doctor?
Yeah.
But then, I feel like it's just like when they want to meet like each other's lives, they don't want them to fully interconnect off of the first episode. So like you got to know my wife and children. Children.
Oh, good. Children. And so like
that's it.
And so like his boss ends up like showing him a video of like, oh yeah, I killed your partner.
Yeah, that was fine. Imagine.
That was fine if like, but Damon Wayans like, oh good, that the actor who played Riggs was an asshole.
Yeah, so I mean, like they had to kill it off and make it explainable.
Yeah, but
Because you can't make it a whole plot line, and
I'm pretty sure. Here's the thing. I'm pretty sure, like, just in case, you never see the body. So I'm pretty sure at some point, if this show goes like a little longer, he's gonna be like, I'm back. I'm like, what happened? He's like, I faked my death because I'm Riggs. I can like screw you anybody over.
I really doubt it. Once you really get fired on a set like that, and you like kill them off, you usually get killed off.
Yeah, but you know, never found the body, meaning they're not dead yet.
No, they don't. Honestly, if circumstances like that happen, be like, we don't want to see the body.
Yeah,
that would be me. It's like, I don't want to see the body. I don't want to see.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, you know, but you never know. Like later on the line, he could like apologize, like he was out of line, and you know he could come back for one final episode or the very last episode of like, I'm sorry, or he could just like,
I'm sorry,
like after all like,
again.
the series finale, like he could be like without 10 seconds, last second 10 seconds. Damon Wayans and Sean William Scott will be talking about something and enjoying something, and Riggs, the guy who plays Riggs, will be like watching over them, smiling, and then walking away.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have to stay dead.
Oh.
So what happened? So the family is like, so he's like,
both families are dealing, you know, with
loss,
grieving husbands, husbandos.
Or John Williams' case, John Williams Scott's case, X. So like Damon Wayans comes home and like the family is like, oh, we're here for you, whatever you need. And so, like, yeah.
I mean, the daughter is probably, like, the best thing. She's like, oh, we don't care about your cholesterol. And I'm like, I mean, we just...
We've seen you mourn for 6 months, so...
Cholesterol's over.
Yeah.
Overrated.
We'll kill you now, so you can see your partner... So you can see your partner in the afterlife.
Oh no! Oh no! That's not how that works.
We don't care about your cholesterol. Here's the cholesterol. Here's the Kung Pao chicken. All of it. Oh, and then they see it, and then he died. And then he's dead. It's like, well, that's the season finale. He's gonna see his partner in the afterlife, and then they could solve crimes in hell.
Gay sex.
No.
Yeah.
No, because they're not the same. They're not even the same age. Not even close. Like, he's 50, and he's 30. I mean, it could work, but not on a show like this. They don't have, like, that chemistry as far as I know. So, he's like, okay, I'm gonna quit being a cop. So, Sean William Scott comes to his, like...
Yeah, so Murtaugh was the one...
He comes to his house, and he sees, Damon Wayans' character, like, put all the files connected to, like, his partner's murder in the fire. Yeah, so it's like... Well, it's like, hey, if you're gonna give up, why don't you just give up your badge? And like, he puts it in the grill. He's like, well, I'm retired now. I'm like, and then his wife is like, oh, bitch, what? It's like
she's offended, and I'm like, you kind of wanted him to retire.
You kind of, like, everybody wanted him to retire. Listen, people wanted him to retire. He's retiring. He's like, she's like, after the commercial break, he's like, get out of bed. Get out of bed. You have a job to do. You are not too old for this shit.
I like how she's the one offended when he throws it. It's like, it's not your job.
And then it's like, well, it's like, okay, here you go. Here's the burnt badge I got out of the fire pit. It's like, that hasn't been burnt yet. Why hasn't it even been thrown in the trash?
In the trash.
Yeah, it's like, here's your burnt out badge. If you want to retire or quit, just turn that badge. And I'm like, you want him, if he retires, you want him to, like, retire, hand him his badge that's burnt?
Yeah.
Here's my burnt badge. Bullshit.
You can't retire for sure.
Here's my badge. It's burnt. Bullshit. Get back to your shift.
Oh, shit.
Get back to your shift.
Oh, man.
We'll get you a new badge. Okay, give me a new badge. Then I'll take it and retire with that.
I don't know. I didn't get the retiring thing. I was like, dude, it's not even like in his 50s. It's like 50s, 60s. I was like, is he doing that good of a job? Like, retire young? Yeah.
Damn good pension, apparently.
I mean, let's both become police officers.
No, because, you know, if I'm a cop, I'm gonna die first, because black guys always die first.
You never know. You never know first.
Do you think I actually have the requirements to become a police officer?
All right. First off, let's start working out. Let's go.
Well, we have weights. Well, we have weights here, but I don't like. It's not my weights. It's my dad's.
Okay, I got this. 1, 2.
I'm so tired. Hold on. I did try working out at one point, but I'm like, I can't.
It just takes time.
No,
I should get back to working out.
I tried to work out, but I'm like, screw this. I can't do it. Because I'm working, and it requires me to
Work.
Move around. My job requires me to move around. So even if I start working out, I will lose weight just like that.
No, you're gonna gain weight through muscle. That's what partly happened to me. I was losing weight, but it was kind of confusing because sometimes it looked like gain weight, so muscle.
And apparently I'm a stick.
You are stick.
Yeah.
Look at the stick.
Yeah, apparently.
See the stick.
Okay, last week, I think we saw Ready Player One last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched Ready Player One here last week, and she took a picture of me in my the clothes you saw me back in season 4 of my show, and she took a picture of me from there, sitting where you're sitting, and you sent a picture to your friend, and he's like, I like thick boys. He's too skinny. And then for the next 5 minutes, I was pretending to cry,
he was crying.
Yeah.
First off, well, but that story, if we branch off after that, it worked out. He hurt my feelings, but then you're just like, screw him, he hurt your feelings. But
no. I was on the subway before this. Okay, he called me skinny.
Yeah, that's what he was most offended about.
He called me skinny.
Whatever happened.
He called me skinny. He hurt your feelings, but most importantly, he called me skinny. I mean, sure, he called me skinny, but he
can fuck with me.
He fucked with you, but most importantly, he called me skinny. I do not look skinny. Look what I'm wearing. Look at my suit. So, wait, what were we talking? Stop scratching me.
It's essentially, so he burns his badger.
And then his wife gives his badger. Like, he had a badger as a pet, and it's like, oh, well, I'm so tired of this. Time to go, Mr. Badger.
No.
Honey, kids, dinner.
She'd be really not just offended. She'd be like, what the fuck?
Honey, kids, dinner. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, and here's dessert. Throws us badge.
Oh, no. Yeah.
This badger tastes like case files. No. Now you're sounding like Tina Belcher. Don't do it.
That's if there's anything that she got, it's don't do it.
Yeah, so he gets his burnt up badge, and then Sean William Scott's character goes to a house, and a house where he gets the map.
Oh yeah, he went to bank archives, private property essentially.
Yeah.
And so he said, he ran it. He walked in, found the thing he needed to find, the blueprint. Walked out, and then all you hear,
hey, you!
See a person.
Yeah, you don't see a person like, hey, you! And then he runs out, and this little dog actually.
A little dog.
A bit savage. He's a bit savage, but it's a little dog, but it's actually quite savage. Sean William Scott is climbing a chain fence, and the dog has him by the leg, the pant leg, and it's like. And then Damon Wayans is driving by. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, I had to get the map." And he's like, "Well, why didn't you just ask questions?" And I'm like, "Ask questions to who? You guys are talking right now, and all I see is this dog." You know, at this point, the person who said, "Hey, you, what are you doing?" He should have actually ran out to see what's going on, because he says, "Hey, you, what are you doing?" You think he would be chasing the person that said, "Hey," he's like, "Go." And sometimes at one point I'm like, did the dog say, "Hey, you, what are you doing?"
Was it the dog?
The dog was the
talking dog.
It's a talking dog.
It's a great plot.
It's a talking dog. No, seriously, no people, just a talking dog. It's like, why is a talking dog? What the hell?
Yeah, so he steals it, gets it.
And then it's like, okay, so this vault. like this vault is unpenetrable, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, but
So something about like
a bomb.
so like the only way to do it because they can't get explosives into this vault, so they have to set off like an earthquake enough for them to get through, and the way they have to do it is through the just opened like public transportation like subway in LA, somewhere in
Which
downtown
just so
LA.
happens to be new.
And of course it's new.
And it's like,
And also, LA doesn't deserve public transit apparently because, like, if we're gonna set it off anywhere, it'll be public transit. So,
here's
that's
the
what
thing.
they're saying.
Here's the thing.
That's what the show's saying.
Like
you should have it.
here in Brampton, anytime there's a new bus line, there's barely any news. Barely any news. Like the mayor's like, nah, it's last priority. It's good. It's a good priority, but it's not local news. But here it's like the mayor is there, and there's like I think a red ribbon. And people are about to go on. It's like maybe you should do a couple of test runs before.
No, they probably did beforehand, but now they're open to the public, right?
And so like some people are actually going to board the train, and it's like, oh no, not you guys. He sees Murtaugh and Reagan's like, here's the thing. We need to be discreet about this. There might be a bomb on the train. And Sean William Scott's like, there's a bomb on the train. Everybody run.
Okay, specifically, it was like, there's a 60% chance
there's
a bomb
60% chance.
Like, y'all need to go. And they all ran, and I'm like...
No, not on the train, but somewhere around the facility.
So essentially within...
And everybody's like, okay, why couldn't you just be... It's because of Little Funny.
Yeah, just the way he said it was just like...
It's like there's a 60% chance, and everybody just runs up.
No, they ran, like, I'm not gonna lie, they're probably the most organized.
They ran single file.
No, like, their hands were up in the air.
Okay, hold on. Everybody just let's just run carefully.
Yeah, like, you saw them too, and I was like,
yeah.
They're the most organized, like.
So, like, they find the bomb, and I'm actually...
Yeah.
Like they find the bomb, they get into a few fights with construction workers.
Which is also the people that were trying to get the plans and set up the bomb.
And so I'm like, when I saw the bomb, I'm like, oh, they're doing a Lethal Weapon 3 reference? Like, because in the beginning of that movie, the two characters find a bomb, and then they fuck it up by blowing up a building. I'm like, yeah. But at least this time they they didn't disarm it. They just, like, they can't disarm it.
No, like,
because Sean William Scott's character takes out a wire, and it goes faster, and it goes to 2 minutes. And he's like, okay.
Never mind, I take that back.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this on the train. And he's like, one of us has to drive the train. He's like, you go to your family. Tell my daughter I said, yeah, pretty much.
Something,
and I'm like, did he ever meet David Wayne's stuff? Like,
no, they didn't. They haven't intersected yet, remember?
Yeah, they haven't intersected. Tell my daughter I said hi. Like,
they haven't invested in the sex.
They haven't invested in the butt sex yet. Even though Dan Wayne's character is married.
You never know. He could be a side babe.
He could be sugar daddy.
See?
Sugar daddy.
You never know. You never know. And so, like, essentially he's about to, like, door closes on and he's like, shit.
It's like, hey, you're still on the train. It's like, well, I had to do what I had to do. The door's closed on me. Yeah, the door's closed on me. Okay, we should go. And, like, that's one of the few times where I actually laughed. I laughed at that.
I thought it was funny too. He's like, because he's about to go because he's genuinely want to leave.
It's not even cartoon. He's like, oh shit. It's not even like, oh my god. He's like, oh shit. And he's like, so then it's the right thing to do. It's like, the door's closed. Like, the door's closed. Okay, we should get out of there. And then just as like they get off the train, the train blows up.
Yeah, and you're like. And that's just a message to people in LA. It's like you don't need public transportation at all.
And there was that big explosion, like
because they made it sound like it was gonna be like really
bigger, like a lot bigger. But
you're like, oh.
what happened? Like on traffic, it was barely moving. It was pretty much like regular traffic, but it was like a small tremor.
Yeah, so
it's like regular day LA. It's like, what was that? Okay.
Did they have earthquakes in LA?
I'm pretty sure, or probably they got so used to like how much damage was in LA because of these two in the past 2 seasons.
And you're like,
it's like, well, another explosion. Just another day in LA. Another explosion. Well, I'm just gonna drop my kid off to school.
Yeah, so that happened. They get up and it's like. You're on fire!
No, we both did it. It's like, no, you're really on fire. And it's like, oh, okay. And
that's what you meant. fired.
Yeah, so like,
Because I think he was mentioning this. He's like, I think it was, like, because, I think it was like, oh, they will. And I was like, oh.
oh yeah, they were thinking that.
Yeah, and then, yeah, it's just like, no, actually, you got fired. It's like, oh. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like it's just the episode, and it's like it's
Okay.
like well, if you're gonna be my partner, you have to.
They said, who requested the Murkoff? Or...
Yeah, so it's like okay, so there's this one final scene with Damon Wayans. It's like he has the helmet with like a paper mustache of his partner and the glasses and the hat, and it's like I miss you, brother. I miss you.
And then the back of everyone else smile.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad. Yeah, it's kind of sad for like the other character who's Jordana Brewster, I think, because it sucks because well, it's not as sucky now like in this show as in Fast and Furious because like in Fast and Furious she and Paul Walker are married, and then Fast 7 in the middle of the production Paul Walker died, and like they had to reschedule a lot of things. So there's this one scene where Paul Walker was actually there, like he's talking to his wife, Jordana Brewster, like, I'm gonna be there, I have to take care of things. And then the next scene in her part, she's like crying. She's like, come back, just come back safe. Like she's crying, and it's like this is after like he died.
Yeah, and probably the real life actress would be like.
Yeah, they were all devastated.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah, so they like drink to their late partner, and then John William Scott's character comes to Dan and Wayne's like, if you're gonna be my partner, John William Scott, you have to stop being horny in American Pie movies. You have to stop doing American Pie movies.
That was so long ago.
Yeah, but I think you can grow out of it with this show as long as like.
Well, he's done a few other things, so.
Yeah.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
He was a teen.
Yeah.
Now he's a rugged man with fake tattoos.
I'm thinking though, yeah, probably are fake tattoos. I'm not sure. Probably are.
I would assume so.
Yeah, because they would have covered it up.
With what? Stabs?
No, because like if it was really tattoos, then he wouldn't have been a cop. Like he wouldn't have been a meter maid.
No.
They would have like put.
No, but like I guess, but he's also like.
CIA, yeah, I know, but
that and also it's LA. Who would be wearing long sleeves?
Yeah, that's a good point. It's hot 24/7.
Yeah.
Even in December. December is probably going to be the hottest season.
No, actually, it's not. It's
probably. I've never been to LA.
I have.
That's not the case.
That's not the case. I went there in March. It's still hot.
Yeah.
Not like July, August hot, which would be specifically for me. I've been to like Florida when it's peak season.
Yeah.
So do it if you can.
Yeah. So the episode ends, and like they're like we're partners now.
And we're just like, I guess that's how you set your show up.
Yeah. Okay. I'm like, okay, this was an okay thing to watch. Like.
It was okay. It was funny.
It was okay. Would you want to watch another episode?
If you're in, or you go back to We Bare Bears because that would have been just as fun.
Yeah.
I want your bears.
Yeah.
Bears.
Or we could just do another thing, like, yeah, probably.
Ooh. Well, I mean, I wanted to get this at 8, or you can watch me on the Earth.
Yeah.
You need to fill that hole, that supernatural hole in your heart.
The Supernatural is still on by mind-boggling.
It's gone. It's been long dead.
It's been dead since season 9. I mean, it got better because, you know, the brothers aren't arguing anymore.
Yeah, it only took...
So 7 to 10. That's
like,
you know, since season 9 was the worst one.
Yeah.
Alright.
So you gotta fill in the supernatural hole. Don't even land me.
But I have to wait until season 14 ends so I can binge watch it. Like, binge watch it all. But yeah, I'll just watch the show you're talking about.
Yes, so if that happens, I've already watched both seasons on Netflix. Yeah. So you can watch that, tell me how that goes.
Alright.
And then we'll laugh, cry. Laugh.
Laugh, cry, laugh. It's like a vicious circle. It's like Supernatural, except it's
essentially.
Yeah, so we might do another episode of this show because it's surprising there's only 4 episodes into season 3 so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it. All right. Wow.
You gotta get invested. It's at least a new character, and then it's just like I don't really know.
We can watch the rest of season 3 and see what's gonna happen.
They're just like, we could do that.
Yeah,
I don't need season 1 or 2. You already know the movies. I'll just be here.
All right.
Like,
So next time.
goodbye.